Hello and welcome to your daily news and information update. Today's topic, China, oil, and America's trade imbalance. Professor Peter Morici of the University of Maryland has become a symbol of the fair trade lobby here in the United States. He has consistently pointed out the fact that the United States is too heavily involved in commerce with foreign-produced oil and Chinese-made goods to be a sustainable economy. A new article in findfacts.ie, an Irish daily financial news source, states that the United States can only hope to dig out of this crisis if it takes a stance on oil and China. Since the 1990s, the United States has drastically increased the amount of oil it imports compared to the amount that it produces domestically. At the same time, it has, as policy, supported the unconditional outsourcing of jobs and production to facilities in China and elsewhere. The result has been a dramatic inflation of the trade deficit and the exponential growth of our addiction to both oil and Chinese products. America cannot continue ceding its prosperity to the rest of the world through enormous annual trade deficits. According to Morici, if the U.S. were to simply eradicate its need for foreign oil and balance its trade with China, virtually the entire trade deficit would disappear. Morici is in favor of producing more oil domestically and increasing automobile mileage standards. The issue of oil production seems to have already gone by the wayside. It is very unlikely that this president or Congress will support any domestic oil initiatives, and in 4 to 8 years, the world will have already passed the peak oil threshold. This country should not focus on producing more oil domestically. What it needs to do is focus on using less altogether. Regarding our trade situation with China, it is also too simple to argue that we must cut ourselves off from Chinese goods. Chinese goods support almost all of the consumption in the United States. It would be nearly impossible to cut ourselves off immediately. We could, however, institute border taxes that make China and every other nation pay for entrance into a one-of-a-kind consumer market. If we put in place Warren Buffett-style import certificates, a VAT scheme, or just a general import tariff, we would raise billions of dollars annually, which could then be used to boost domestic production. Regardless of what we do, we must act quickly. This nation has already lost much of its international leverage through its incessant need for foreign financing. It has lost thousands of wealth-producing assets to foreign investment. It has stimulated foreign economies through its trade deficit for decades. It cannot continue like this forever. On behalf of concerned citizens, I'm Craig Harrington. For more on this and other related topics, please tune in daily to economyincrisis.org.
What is to become of us? Why are we oblivious, spiraling down and out of control? Better start yelling out, America is selling out. Factories, industries, heart and soul.